Researchers have identified 4 types of parenting styles, each of which adopts different approaches and methods, which can be identified through a number of indicators. 6. The following are descriptions of those patterns. 7. Authoritarian parenting. Bullying parents are usually described as being strict. They use strict discipline with their children, and the following are some of the characteristics that distinguish them. They focus on the use of punishments significantly, while minimizing negotiation and dialogue between them and their children. They adopt a one-track method of communication that is directed from them to their children, as the rules are usually presented to the child without explanation and the importance of following them. In this pattern, fathers are often less caring for their children. Parents in this style have high expectations of their children, with little flexibility in interacting with them. Permissive parenting. Permissive or tolerant parents often allow their children to do what they want with little guidance and direction, and they can be described as friends of their children more than their parents, and the following are some of the characteristics that distinguish them. They move away from the strict method. In dealing with their children, they may sometimes set a small set of rules for them, and at other times they may not set any rules, and they also provide opportunities for their children to learn about their own problems on their own. Communication between them and their children is open in both directions. They give their children the opportunity to decide and choose what they prefer for themselves rather than offering them directions. Within this pattern, parents are characterized by being more caring and caring for their children. Parents in this style have little expectations of their children, and sometimes no expectations are made by them. Parenting without participation, in English, uninvolved parenting. Parents in this mode give their children complete freedom, and although some of them may intervene to make important decisions in parenting, others do not have complete knowledge about parenting, and therefore they often do not interfere with the decisions and choices of their children, and the following are some of the characteristics that distinguish them. Parents of this style do not use a specific method to control the behavior of their children, as they often allow the child to do what he wants, and the reason for this may be a lack of their information on how to deal and care for their child. Their contact with their children is limited. Within this pattern, parents are characterized by providing little care for their children. Parents in this style have few, and sometimes no, expectations of their children. Formal or reliable education, in English, authoritative parenting. Parents are distinguished in this style by logical thinking and providing good care for children, and therefore their children are distinguished by self-discipline and the ability to think independently, so this type of education can be considered the best and most beneficial for children. The following are some of the characteristics that distinguish these parents: establishing clear disciplinary rules for children with an explanation of the reason and purpose of their status. The communication between parents and children takes place periodically, and in accordance with the level of understanding and awareness of the children. Within this pattern, parents are characterized by the fact that they provide a lot of care to their children. Parents of this style have high expectations and goals from their children, but they are clearly laid out, which may make children put them in the list of goals to be achieved.